Hello and welcome back to Romantic Renewal, your journey to lasting relationships with Sean Donovan and Mahesh Trivedi. Just remember to click the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified of new lessons as they become available. Blended families we're talking about today. In our last lesson, we explored the challenges that money and work can present to your relationship and how you can use them to enhance your relationship. In this lesson, we'll delve into the other hot topic in relationships, children. This lesson is about managing the challenges of bringing children into your relationship, making yours a blended family. Firstly, let's talk about the other parent. You only need to go as far as fairy tales to hear horror stories about step-parents and step-children. Although you know that fairy tales sensationalize these situations, children may not know this. They may be frightened, resentful, or looking forward to the new situation. There are millions of successful and healthy blended families. Yours can be one of those. It takes all involved parents to make life easier for everyone by engaging in healthy, open, and regular communications. Mahesh, tell us a little bit about blended families.
So let's look at some situations of blended family. So blended family means like a combined family. So number one is children with only one parent are the easiest situation. Since you are adding fewer people into the new family, the non-present parent is a part of the family even if not with you. So let's go through some of the points as an understanding. So the emotions of the children determine how easy the blending of your family will be. So if the parent has walked out of their lives, the children will feel confused, angry, and hurt. Another point to understand is that if the parent passed away, the children may still be coping with the grief. So they may also be resentful of someone coming as they see it to take the place of the parent who died. The another thing is that if there never was another parent, the children may be resentful of having to share their parent with someone else. So let's look at the next point, that the most challenging situation involving children is when one or both parent use the children against the other parent. So in this case, this is an emotional minefield, So the parent using children as a weapon to cause pain is difficult for all. So if both parents are doing so and you are not that parent, there is little you can do about this situation. The another aspect is the children are caught in the middle and their emotions will be volatile. So if they are angry with you, don't take it personally. It is not about you. Number three is healthy parents working together for their children make it easier for blended families. So in this case, the children will still have challenges in adjusting to the new situation, and when all involved communicate and support each other as well as set clear boundaries with the children, a potentially difficult situation can be fun and enriching.
Thanks, Mahesh. Let's now talk about the new parent.
Yes.
As the new parent, you have the biggest adjustment in parenthood. Yes, your partner will need to address the emotions of their children, but they know their children. You don't. Mahesh, talk to us a little bit more about this.
So the main thing is to be aware of several dynamics which could affect your relationship with your partner. So let's say we'll also go through this in numbers. So number one is you are not the parent, and older children will certainly be sure you know that, but you still have rights and responsibility. So you have a right to be treated respectfully by both the children and your partner, and you have the responsibility to initiate communication with your partner when needed. Also, you will have the responsibility to engage in a parental task such as transporting the children, keeping them clean, and feeding them. And when and how much needs to be agreed upon by both you and your partner. The next one is you will need to set limits in discipline your partner's children. So use the communication tools. You know to clarify what you can and cannot do. So there are two things in that. Because you don't have a history with the children, you might be more objective with them. If you have not been a parent before, you may not be aware of how quickly children can trigger the emotions. And another thing is, as much as possible, remember that much of what the children say and do is about them and not about you. How you respond to them is about you. And number three is you can and hopefully will fall in love with the children. So being a step parent can be enriching and fulfilling. The more adults who support and love the children, the better it is for them. And the last one is have fun. Being a new parent is not all responsibility. Schedule fun time for all. And this will ease the transition and enhance your relationship with your partner as well.
Yes, good ideas there, Mahesh. Let's talk a little bit now about being the old parent. Parents who bring children into the relationship often don't realize how difficult this may be for their children and their partner. Consider what you're going through in adjusting to a new and loving situation. Your children didn't choose this. Your partner chose you, and the children came with the package. Not only are you primarily responsible for your children, you have a responsibility to your partner. Mahesh, talk to us a little bit about this area.
So it's very important that being proactive in several areas will ease the adjustment for all. So I will just cover mainly three areas. Number one, use your communication tools with your children, especially children of school age. So ensure that they know what is expected of them regarding the respect, boundaries, and course. Also demonstrate your love for them through words and action. Just as you have learned the love language of your partner, learn that for your children. The second area is be in continual communication with your partner about your children. So daily communication is preferable for the first few months. So agree upon the responsibilities and keep everyone aware of your schedule and the children's schedule. This includes which parent is doing what. And number 3 is have fun together. Include your children and your partner in fun family activities.
Thanks, Mahesh. So to summarize today's video, nurturing another life is one of the most fulfilling and difficult activities anyone can do. When children come into a new relationship, there are challenges to be addressed. As with all things, clear communication keeps your relationship strong. In our next lesson, we'll discuss how to address the needs each of you have in a relationship. But as usual, before moving on, take a few minutes to integrate what you've learned and make a few notes. Go back, re-listen to parts that you might want to hear again, and then spend some time to reflect. Of course, if you're using the paid portal, there'll be some reflection questions for you and also some other materials to download and help you along. So until our next lesson, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.